you all. I'm called Beneficiaries. I'm the district chairman, Maracha. I want to take this opportunity to welcome our guests, the Maracha district, and thank you very, very much for this program. When we are going to have this PDM initiative launched, we have been receiving several calls from our beneficiaries. Now that the money is there, what next? People have been making a lot of calls. As political leaders, we've not actually been resting at all. You know, for somebody to see that the money is around him or her, the urge of using the money grows every other time. So I'm very happy that today we are going to launch this program and we see our beneficiaries starting to implement their different enterprises. I really want to appreciate the government of Uganda for this initiative that is aimed at kicking out or removing poverty at household levels. My dear beneficiaries, it is all about our vigilance. If we are going to handle this project just as we have handled other programs before, we shall continue to swim in poverty. This is not the first program, the first initiative of the government to see us, doing better. Several programs have come, have gone, but we have limited success stories to tell because of, some challenges here and there and human weakness. This time around, we should ensure that this particular program succeeds, and I'm very sure it will succeed because of the way it is designed, because of the way you are planned, you are trained, because of the way the enterprises are introduced to you. Actually, some of our past programs failed because of poor enterprise selection. If I can give you a testimony, before I crossed politics, when I was still a civil servant in Arua, as a member of DPIC, District Program or Project Implementation Committee, when we were following up, implementation of programs, we had different experiences where people chose enterprises that they could not manage. And it led to them taking refuge. I remember there was an enterprise of apiary where people bought beehives. There was no technical backstopping. These hives were put in a place where there could be no pollination. What next? People abandoned the beehives there, they ran away. Because when they see us coming to check the progress, they will imagine that we are coming to arrest them. They ran away. There were also others where under goat rearing, where some goats were procured from elsewhere. What happened? The goats had problems. When we went for monitoring, we reached the beneficiary. What did this man do? The man went inside. We thought he was going to pick records. The man picked heads of goats, threw us with the goat, the head. Then you people brought us what? Sick animals to contaminate ours. I heard this number of goats and these ones you brought have contaminated, have infected all this. You can see all these heads. So I hope this time you have selected the best enterprises that you are going to manage and that you are going to reap money from. Let's this time around see to it that poverty is pushed to some level, to some extent. Madam Guest of Honor, this time around I want to assure you of our commitment as district leaders. This project must succeed. And this can be seen, one, from our political will, the serious political will, from sub-county, from district level down to sub-county level. That's why all these LC3 chairpersons seated behind you are there. We are going to ensure there is serious political will, and we are going to push down to ensure you do the rightful things. 2, the district is blessed with committed and vibrant staff, and they have accepted to unite themselves to form united workforce to be able to push this project through. We have a number of line departments. That's why you see production coordinator as the coordinator, the focal person at district level. Commercial department is there. We have community services and others. They are all here. They have really united themselves to see to it that this project is pushed through. This time round, we are going to ensure it succeeds. Lastly, my dear beneficiaries from the 15 parishes, today you are going to get it even from the guest of honor that it is true. The money for the 15 circles went back. Our continued explanation to some of you could not be understood well. And the money didn't go back intentionally. The money was just, the process was started together with all other circles. We are really wondering why Ministry of Finance failed to pick paying the 15 circles. You know, as it is always the case, when the 30th of June clocks, the money that is there is swept. So the money was taken back to the treasury. Letters have been written, FCAO has been following, coordinator has also been doing the same. We are very, very sure with also the effort from the ministry, you will still get that money. The 7.1 something million will come. Now that today we are launching this project, don't wait for the 7 million. The 25 is already there. Start with that. That of 7 something will come. That of last quarter will come. Last financial year rather will come. Don't give up that, oh, we have been cheated. Nobody has cheated you. Nobody has cheated you. If my people from all over are there, nobody has cheated you. There came a time tempers rose very high. People could not want to see a commercial officer passing around their parishes and other stakeholders. From today, let's take it that the money is coming, right? The money is coming. The money has not gone for good. So, Mabapi Maracha, Anira UPE Mudiana Durana since 95. I'm very, very sure most of you can speak English, but in 2 minutes, I want to emphasize this. Government program, Biki Mudia, Nene.
Our guest of honor, your members who have also supported you to Maracha, the Deputy RDC of Maracha District, our LC5, the Vice LC5 Chair of Maracha District, our Chief Administrative Officer, our DPC, your team, all the technical and elected leaders of Maracha District, and our private sector who have also joined us here to launch the PDM. Then our beneficiaries who are very eager to hear and to see whether if it is true that we are going to receive the money this evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm Amokea, our four. Our guest of honor, I first of all want to apologize, and it was not by mistake. My mistake, I was waiting for my coordinator to tell me whether you are already on the way coming. We were just waiting for the call, and when my deputy says, "Why don't we go there and see whether the program is already started?" That's why we stepped in late. But I first of all want to thank you for the commitment that you have given to the country, especially following the PDM program. It really needs a lot of perseverance because this is not a small project, first of all. It is also not easy to say that this project succeeds if we don't put the commitment. I want to thank your team that all this time you have been also in the region to say that this project is launched. Our guest of honor, it is true, Maracha is not a district which has not been demanded to see when this project will launch. We started talking about PDM, which was quite long, because the money was sent and the message was that we have already eaten the money, as usual. Why at times these people do not have trust in us is because of some things maybe which are taken by event, and such kind of projects are also frustrated by other leaders. But we thank God that in Maracha, as my car was clearly communicated, the 2.740 million is in our accounts. Not the accounts of the district, but in SACCO accounts. I also want to thank our production and the commercial officer for taking it upon themselves to move around and train. All these guests of honor people you see in front of you are all trained. Whether they are the leader in the leadership or they are the beneficiaries, they are all trained to see how they can best use this money to, one, help their families, even maybe pay the school fees for their children in future. At the same time, even live in a better houses if you are told we are going to really do a meaningful business. So the issue is that the majority of all these guys, the beneficiaries are trained, and we did not expect to have excuses that we do not know how we are supposed to use this money. And I really want to thank government because we had promised, as the government of Uganda, that we want to really bring Ugandans out of poverty. And this is one of this is the manifesto that we had put before the community when we were asking them to vote for us. And I'm so happy that the message which was passed by our president has come to pass. And the only thing we need to do as leaders of the SACCO groups, as leaders of the parish level, as leaders of sub-county level, and as leaders of the district, is to do monitoring. If we do not, I want to say this, if we do not monitor this project, and we think the project coordinator at that village or parish level will be the one managing this program, we are likely to fail. We must all be involved to see that this program must succeed when we all go out there and see and follow up the money that we have given to the beneficiaries. I know some of them will pick the money today. Yesterday I called the commercial officer in my office and I was questioning her. Now that it is a dry season, you said you are going to give the money out. What are they going to do exactly, specifically with this money now? Are the people now preparing the garden? Because I expected by this time somebody should have already prepared the garden. But we are interested to see the money should be given to us when even we do not have the garden. And I want to really give this as a warning to all of us who are going to do monitoring. Much as we said we are going to try to give the money today, by tomorrow we should walk to the person who has received the money today for him to show us, her to show us what exactly is he going to use this money for. We must see the land, whether if it means that this person is going to, either he says he's going to do the poultry. Is there a sign that we are going to see poultry in that person's home? Or it is just about, because people are very good in documentation, somebody will come up with a better plan, very good, a rich plan. But when in action says the mindset is that this is a government money. If you had in mind that this is a free money, the way you used to think about that the money which was given to us was a free, you better pull out from that group, because we will look for you, we will hand for you, you will also become a refugee somewhere. Yes, but the time we will look for you, you will even think of going to Congo, because you will have nothing to show us. This money is not a government money. It was a government money. It is now your money. Look at yourself that this is your money. And how you use your money, it's always when you have a better plan for it. We do not want you to come here simply because people have ever said this is a free money and it is a government money. When we eat it, there is nothing which is going to get me out of that. Me, I'm here, and good enough the DPC is hearing. With these staffs, when you do not provide that money, they will follow you up. Kindly, amayoke amanesendere, aliatizo. Ngazo muzo antini school fees bari fezo. Muzo antikizo arumokere Maria. Apandondo amandepe amabele familia diki ngazo nyozo kene ametu ani atibiraro. Amoboyonze nyakuta kodi madia. But with this money, that little land can be used to make a better living. The only thing is, if you do not know what exactly you want to do, you begin consulting with your members and let them give you more knowledge and advice. And amazin kia ampuya zora, amazin kina yemodo ampuya. Many times projects like this get frustrated because we think this is a free money. Kindly, my people of Maracha, let us get out of that mindset. There is no free money, there is no free thing in life. Even God which has created you here, He has created you for a purpose. Some people even do not know that they exist for a reason. That's why they always take a rope to hang themselves. And if you are coming here to take a rope to hang yourself, the best is you leave the group, go and live your own way. Because this is going to become a cancer to your life. So I want to really thank government that we are here today to preach the gospel, that we want to get people out of poverty, and they did. The message has come. We are going to get this money. My only humble request is the parish chiefs. You are the closest government officer there. This money, the moment your parish are good enough that this, I believe strongly that when we are going to submit maybe our reports, how we are doing very well, we will task you to explain to us why your parish is failing in PDM. And the cow, Mr. Cow, any parish chief who is not performing in this PDM, you must know that the parish chief is not even in that parish. Because I expected parish chiefs to be moving every time to see what these members are doing. If the parish chief does not give us that data, and they want the production officer to go up to that level, maybe definitely we will come to sit and say how to go about that. We are not going to ask a production officer all the time to work there when a parish chief is there to go and see whether we are doing well in that parish. Kindly, I know we have very young party chiefs and very committed party chiefs. I want to see who is going to do the best. And Bwanakau, if it becomes promotion, you now look at that. Those who are performing, you can easily promote. And indeed, that is what is in the government. We don't always promote people who are not performing. Kindly, let us work hard and see poverty out of Maracha. And I believe strongly that we can do. As the office of RDC, I want to tell you, guest of honor, my office is committed. We will do what it takes to see that this money does not have any problem in Maracha district. We will also support the office of COW together with the production to see that we also excel in the PDM like any other district. I thank you. I thank the technical officers, because much as the money was deposited with us all this time, there is no single coin which has gone missing. That shows that we are committed, and let us go on with that commitment, and we say that we achieve the dream of this government and even the dream of the community that we lead. Send the man of the Fediara. Send the Bani for the key members, management yadi, kindly the Gapudi, send the Kuro, a Medoki move, Alola, Yadi, and Aguka Ambule, Amunde Tia, because they are Matamatadia, Ambu Yotasas on Tibo. And the Munivin Apariki, Baba Zim, Ambu to Struziba, and Muyo Sudiko. Ambu Mive, the Miayoi, says in Catado Ango, Pimiayo. And the two are Sizori, Amaziki Yemu, Ambu, Anombe, wetland road ayo. If you have been using a wetland, don't put the PDM in wetland. Because we are going to also test you people from that wetland. We have always said we do not want people to use wetland. I've seen many of you who are misusing the wetland here. Don't go and begin using the wetland that you want to put this PDM things in wetland. Because even the wetland, we are seeing the weather pattern has now changed because we have totally interfered so much with the environment. So wetland should not be my parasites. When these people are going to show you where they are going to really grow their whatever things that they have taken, wetlands should not be among the lands that we are going to use. We are not going to accept that. And we are only giving these people who have planted things in the wetland this season. Much as we are not going to destroy the crops. We are only giving you this season. After harvesting, good enough, our DPCs here with these staffs, my elected leaders here, we are now going to go down and see that there should be nothing growing in wetland in Maracha. Yes, you may, if you think it is a lie, you wait and see when we reach you there. Even in other districts, we have people, they are already arresting people. But we are not, we are within Uganda. And that law will be applied also here. So I want to really say thank you so much. I want to thank the partners, especially the bankers, of coming around. That noise means that we are going to use the wetland for PDM. That noise. Apa wetland local antisidikini yo amata onde amadi for antisi atete angu atete rodi yinyo aso aleniare. Ekamu polisi tofu awasi andreda angu yimilero bani yawa na bano mbe apa atete ro wetland rodai. Amesu na amadi maratadi hata ili asije muita ametu apa yiro isuko. Yibani ataka bua hola rikichoki ayora. Yi in the street alabana da be in good as it talking au ayora because amesa sasa yi andra yi na matamba pikina ere agura kinu. So ani honestly present you are mannequin yo pari bane gata mano da tetero dakiko te amadilia e kataro musabu county gwali ati ba za yimile dakitiara on bebeze za dios kona amadisa si Uganda dios oni nyande ndi ukoleko afaraki elima effect ki amadi net akaniko yote environment ya problem nezo kine bama ya zangura ki kona ali ati ani ayo die kamene ambu yangura le ma miliara yi miliara afalo mani feminity de minimi orda nya zori e ka fada nya tapo debo da buti abanga ne femidi ambu asijana dika kwe kama ambu ra yora ayo tadi ara mable DPC ni yati ama remiti nyata elected leaders elebe e ka mene nga kine ka yo be ifi vote kwani e kinga evidence di ngara kaka because ngakini move yoki ba mu vote obe bani wet afangira anguna zare siku and back after directives present febo your present yo de rudia si adene azita ni pana zinga zu dunia de banga ni debate kan ko banga ni yo azinze nzeko ba kanelo yetasi so yo mali yo diare e ka pa de dubo it said the mini du diare basi kan kwangu ni mini mu diare idi yimi diare neko ambura ma aparize bo are ne ko kamene ba dane mi mu lo said de oferite nya kamene yara be aka vabo iko mane lo amane diare so ani amane mo so said da yo so diaria ama ayo remoke koke o mi azi yo so said de gamete a said ni free ba nyanyare za said de ba fe amadi ba management diare le dikira said de mini izo kan ko pezo ba di e mu ki afa ba ni said de ade ni ade uki ade yezo ade nendi ogoro ba lo said de fe ba re office ya ba said de fe I ba nya gu said de du bi mu said de sira di ya recording niko as kona ma su program aziri kidra be follow ni said ba ni awade le ma butiko PDM ma said de ngani agri kuna le risiko so ani ma imi ba lo ma a committed azi ba ni penga idi said de ma buti follow zoris e yo ma ni yo duare ani ka ro vere en vimoke ale re uru di ani di e ba ke me vile afade da approve bo ba lo andra apply ipira de ngamo in said de sura. And I don't know how the bank is going to do, because when we were getting the training, you said there is no charges. I don't know whether that will still be the case. We also don't want too much charges on this money, which is our seed money capital, so that we don't want to see give somebody 1 million, example 1 million, and the deduction is more than even 20,000, that should really be minimized in the banks. This is a capital given to these people. I know the more you get them there doing businesses with you, you will get more money from them. So I want for a minute, a card of very enviala, a member got a same atakua, back at this end of the Dubo, Mama Fedians, Mamkijangwa, school work. I want for a minute, I say, Russia, I first I say. There is a zinga, there is business inga, akadi business inga, but say the kadi do tuba madari school fees fair. Kamene said that the Dusa said the other said that the school fees are rora. Because it is school fees period. I think on the Mukilo apply, he said that the animal school fees of Edison. And the Bama who said that the school fees of America. Send that he do Musu business, business road in your petty. I'm a petty for money Muyadibo. Our family said that it was about the media, the minimum of our Patamene law, commercial officer, Munga, said that the city, Yanimu, said that the Kadini Tibo, Eli Dusisiani, Amadianzi, Diamingua, at a size in the Alabama petans in them at school. no there man send the suso the one kisu school and then go say ma abuako ati amani women's day so they like why you are taking and so and they talk about kupini ya dijera mama pe ba dia mamungwa school wa awani po mini me read see and na ba yo de abo amadi e module e yo asiri ki ye
district chairperson MC5 and your team, political team, POW, and all your technical team, security and everybody else, all of you ladies and gentlemen, in your various capacities, I greet you this afternoon. Inji lo ankore Christi inji amawaro onelo state. Thank you for coming and thank you for being patient even when we delayed a bit, you waited for us. In our form, many mutas say our form in the ministry say Petro in this as we've been in the region, moving around, I've gone down deep into your homes. Some of you have visited you. Some of you have visited your gardens, I've seen your enterprises, and we are happy that you're ready for PDM launch of the Pillar 3, which is financial inclusion. Kene ibi ati agwazipima alia ibi mu akwazipima alia vene ambu pa beneficiaries ruge pima zidi andri ili tumuria pa oto emera emingonde PDM de mazingazo. Yes, my name is Irene Mwanguzi. I work with the National Coordinating Office of PDM in the Ministry of Local Government. Kine imaru Irene yezinga okalambu PDM yone peridia local government ma area. So I'm here to represent the whole office. That's why you kept hearing about the National Coordinating Office, the coordinator, and everyone is here today. So we are in solidarity with you because we want you to succeed in what you're doing. Kine eiga amuti karkoka lambu da maparia even amabe tualu indikende ititi amabe lezo nezo program de ma ukazikilili. Since PDM was launched a year ago, I'm sure that each one of you has heard about PDM. Kine edo yori PDM de madia alidi ele alugo ine nerisi ama woro amabe yori program de madia bo. His Excellency the President launched it in Ukedi region, and so we've just celebrated 1 year since the launch of PDM. Kine ambu amadi Uganda madi tepe yo en Museveni bianda yo oleni yo district azin Maria afande matinji zora. You may not have understood the detail, especially to do with the concept, but then I'm sure that you've heard about PDM, and everybody in Uganda has heard about PDM. Kini ametote di yo aleni anyinyi ki vadia kusade maliara te ine nerisi amalo alo ebide yo ri PDM de madiabo. The sensitization has happened, and I'm sure you know about the pillars of PDM, you know what is supposed to be done, and by the fact you're here, you know why we are here today. Kini amuti kanku program de malia e yo ki wara bani leba mangari ki oziri. So I'm not going to talk about the details about PDM. Your leadership, both the technical and political, are very aware of what PDM is in detail because we've developed guidelines. So they'll continue to explain what PDM is and what you're supposed to do. Government mamile can kwasiba rudi epeke yo ni kan ko ayota ba ba PDM mazinga zo di madia ba pe ni lora ba bi nga mu dika yo ande mamile ambe aman so yi ba. So in the few minutes I have, I want to just talk about the principles of PDM. People have talked about so many other programs of government, and then eventually we are here in PDM. Program and government in EPG Madiara, so why PDM and why at this time? We are sure that many government programs that have been implemented in the past have had a big impact on your lives, on the lives of the people, kini otitando program government Malia bibi mupili Malia ibi yonyiro ya mazipi medri Malia.
But the challenge that remains is that there are 39% of the subsistence people of Uganda who are still, of Ugandans who are still living in subsistence production.
Kini tatu ban program dundu dikiti so amaza kozorati eshu nekini kalafe kalina dinoro mituruma alia diki ekinga kiri lunyaka anyazaro itoken azini jisu malia ko.
PDM is here to correct that figure, that issue.
Ani pasu dine percentage kalina dinoro mituruma alia dani ngovu dalersi etijibi ani PDM lezo nezo makwa mazayo da mazakozo.
So PDM is here to transform the people who are in subsistence production into the money economy.
PDM lezo nezo afamani are movulu amani nyazaro dule kukani majiru bili suende ani sende mangabe ni pia mabu.
So if everything passed you in the past, this time don't allow PDM to pass you. Eyo azika kidi bi oku program ne mazika ke oku bi ali orodiko koro amedi mali ara ne le tadi PDM mo ali dalende ko. PDM is an opportunity for every Ugandan to transform from being subsistence into a money economy person. PDM ne adansi dile wala ani ti amani amenzeso aliwangre amali arisi amajizo lonyi issues amalia. So if you implement PDM or you become a participant in PDM with the mindset of the past programs, you are not going to succeed. The government ma send any kind of the government ma funny. Akaka will me that here and gonna move afazo rodin PDM mako. We must develop a new mindset right now at all levels. All of us have to change and think in the present. Why PDM and why the way it implements programs the way it's doing. Program misi so PDM is centering itself upon a parish as an epicenter of development. PDM de Paris aluma alia dia panele zu Paris aluma etozo te otu evoda mojar venerale. This means that in a parish people know each other very well. Paris dama alia balo inike me mesala da kilili. It centers around many villages. Paris ma alia inya tinyere de kebendate, and then people are able to hold each other accountable. Imi alo de mi dimula na kene and it's at a walking distance. You can walk to the center. Everybody can walk from different places and you reach the parish center where you can meet. So there's no excuse with even the people who are PWDs, people with disabilities, the youth, the women, everybody can walk to the parish where there's a meeting. And yet to cause socio-economic impact or political influence, you need a critical mass of people to make those changes happen. And so a parish is very close to the households. And yet big enough to cause political, social, and economic influence. That's why we're emphasizing a parish as a center or an epicenter of development where planning, budgeting, and service delivery can be made. So a parish is a center of mobilization of the population. Secondly, a parish in PDM is going to be the center of transfer of technology to the population.
Government needs
Yesterday we celebrated International Women's Day. And the theme for the day was education, technology, and science and technology, something like that. And so we find PDM a very beautiful concept that's going to help to transfer technology to the remotest people in Uganda. The bank manager testified here that we are going to establish banks here remotely. I mean, to make sure that everybody receives the money through either your accounts or through the phones, the telephones. So we are moving away from the long, lengthy processes of applying for loans in the banks, which many of you fear to go through, and having this technology come nearer to you through the parish. And those days in the past, you never used to see banks coming here in the rural areas. I mean, here this is a district, it's okay. But in the rural areas where we've been, you wouldn't expect a bank to come there. But through PDM, we are having that made possible.
Ametoni bank na Muria Taylor to Maria Sedeneko. Ike Mukinoko, who was Sedeneko, Iko Puka to Maria. The PDM was the bank, Amesadia, rural areas are called Taylor.
So banks have assured us they are not going to demand that everybody who is going to receive the loans has to go to their banking halls. They will come to you if you don't want to come.
Farmers and beneficiaries muzo
and in addition to that, they are going to train to do the business development services to the population back in your parishes.
Bank manager and banks promise even in Gonda, Muso, Batan, Dundu, your people send the better you better be a Sarah Yomukangona, the Yozo, Emine, Paris, and Paris in Maria.
Also, through PDM, we are going to have a convergence of government systems in the parish, all government programs, all government sectors working together in a convergent way to impact the parish more deeply.
Yondo to government Maria, Iki Pangamun Mamunakin Sikiru Azinga Tualu, Paris, my headquarter Mayada, Yondo to go to that Mamungada Tualu.
And also through the parish, we are going to have government and non-government institutions come down into the parish and make the change or transformation from poverty to prosperity faster than it has been in the past. And through the PDM, we are going to reduce a lot of duplication of government services where you have one project. Is it one they call them programs and projects. There's a Tandiqua, there is NADS, there is wealth procreation. So many people doing almost the same thing. But PDM is supposed to help to bring that harmony. That everything, all the resources in the parish have to be accounted for and they are going towards a particular outcome.
PDM say Badimula Nakini program as Misu kan ko muti azene fe iri ikezi alorenga parisi ma aliada te bala di munakini amuti fe ba diki azini ngare mari azi zirki ko bala munakini azini ngare movu odita PDM di ma alia mangazi ma fe binorudi.
Through PDM, we are going to make sure that the principle of partnership is deeply felt and also enhanced. Because government is going to work together with the private sector. You see the banks coming in as partners. Next time we are going to see insurance companies coming to the parish. So there is that holistic approach to development which brings about changes that we want to see firsthand, which is transformation, socio-economic transformation.
Program de maalia iyo de banele neri ba zinga ba ndundu ada ba government ruku ba no private sector da bank pile diki ba le me tikiti government be azi pani odibore ngazu dualo paris maalia sedele.
When you look at the services which are going to be provided at the parish through PDM, we are going to have security there, we are going to have food processing, food production, many other things are going to take place in the parish through PDM. And so we believe that there's going to be increased production when eventually the products are put together.
As this is an enterprise group, it's a kind of mingi, it's a kind of follow rofo, it's a kind of mirror for Bangersi. Back at the rofo, Bangersi, it's a kind of better, a fanayota, and co process, Iraka, Persida Maria, Dira, and but also Loni Muka Risuzo, Apima, Aliomondo, Isizo, and Ibene.
And we see a parish as a center of conflict resolution. If we did PDM properly and implemented it well.
PDM alia akakibina amuti rudele kan kwa kakeo group rudele ama bini ngiri ameseli adi mazi mazakwa ameseli da 10 mbelia.
Because what usually causes conflicts is resources.
The young ngiri dipiri afakoni.
So if resources are enough in the parish, then we shall avoid village rivalries, we shall avoid domestic violence, because everybody will be satisfied with what is there. So the parish is going to become a center for conflict resolution because there will be enough for everybody to share.
Paris Maria Patria Kova Fabe. Ngiri no kote. Aku sala ngiri na kota sa kupata da party. Afako kupata ritsi. Young ngiri le de plan mufuta. So, I see the Bleban Lazuma Taro, Amuti, Paris Maria, the Yoda Maseke.
So, in the parish, we are going to have people take personal responsibility, but also collective responsibility through the leadership structures that we have established through PDM.
Me no go member PDM le me na nakine PDM ale da zimini ngare me againi te me me ka di Paris Maria da. So like
the RDC said, we are giving you this money today, but this money you have to take responsibility as a person because they are going to arrest you if you don't use it properly. And so you as a household, together with your leadership, of course the technical people who are the parish chiefs, but also with the PDCs, parish development committees, we are going to take responsibility to make sure this government program succeeds, especially the pillar on financial inclusion.
Politikia kako pekanko bane igu ezi edudu dike dile kabine mevu dipie bale monekini send the benefit in Mazima Ngaro in Kopilisi.
So PDM is actually a demand-driven program.
Send the PDM today, a million mengami aliaka momi anime omiko, Pengami alami ngazini rengato Kopilisi, Pengami aliaka man singers in there Mukako.
It's a strategy for government to put power back into your hands, the beneficiaries, the people who are going to be benefiting from this program.
Igerico government in or so immediately, or what the government may do about immediately.
So you're not going to blame again government that they have left us behind. It's you responsible now for what government is placing in your hands.
Government petition and then movable. Government in your design, then a buffet, immediately, buffet, or committee.
Government will stand in solidarity with you to make sure that you succeed through creation of systems that are going to work to ensure that the value chain systems work in the country.
Government didn't keep here, Lazo Nazokine, Azi, Emenengadi, Orodi, Amanera.
But the responsibility to increase production, to increase everything, the commodities, is going to be in your hands. Definitely, we know with the commitment of the technical team, Carl and his team, they are going to help you do the extension services, they train, but at the end of the day, the household is going to take responsibility for the success of PDM.
Government of Mamilero agriculture, as in the city of Pile, Equipment, Amada City in Garadele, Asizalero, Ereme, Lazo Nezo, Farmer, the Ore, Mafemano Rudira.
So because time has gone, but I want to also make a little comment about the enterprises that you are going to be investing in. Under PDM, there are about 7 enterprises that were searched properly and they were ascertained as enterprises that can help people recover the money faster, but also we get the vision of PDM fulfilled faster. When I moved around, the few houses I sampled, most of the households are doing crops.
In Tanzania, in
which is okay because crops is number 7 of the enterprises that you can invest in PDM funds.
Business in opera mana boys resort
but we have other enterprises that can bring the money back faster.
We have piggery.
Piggery is one of the highly profitable enterprises and yet they mature faster.
Group Mezoza. In group Mezoza, and tapping the papping in Belembele as a
we have dairy.
TV.
We have chickens, poultry for eggs.
We have fish.
And then we have coffee and fruits. Now the logic here is that you can be growing crops, but you can do something else, which is going to also help you to get the money back faster. So I would encourage you to also do the diversification of enterprises, not to stick only on crops. You must work in the framework of the 4-acre model, the 3-acre model, 2-acre model, 1-acre model.
Our
technical people, especially the production team, know what to do, especially in training, including how those 4 categories of models work for profitability of your enterprises.
Agriculture, So with time, we expect that the technical team will be able to explain better, because when you do these enterprises in a diversified manner, there's a way they work together to bring more yields. For example, if you have animals, you have pigs, they'll give you manure, which is going to help you with your crops. So if you stick to only crops in one piece of land, it's going to get depleted, and then you will not have where to grow next time.
Kila mani mbiria nyaka di sariade kala misi korisane mizo kan kwa nyapende an ku kan grupe zoane erimini manua kan ko nyaku kilili minyeri ma toroni da ijingwa nyaku mali erepene mene nyaku ni okofe azakoni kalu continue nyaku da mali orisazo nyaku da ni gokwa ko sura.
So the cow talked about the challenge of some circles not receiving the funds, but to assure you from the Secretariat and from, the coordinating, the pillar manager of financial inclusion, they are going to send that money, so there's no reason for anyone to worry. All the parishes are going to receive the similar amount that has been promised from government. It's just a matter of time. And I believe the reason why that money went back is because there were some inconsistencies, or maybe there were some gaps here and there. But that money will surely be paid, will be given before the financial year ends.
Kini ka opita de yonze Paris azikanda mabude ati ipiki send and for the sukura to tuni de olovuye le orimadi amako banga sende daki ogofulera Paris alalo nga sende su toto angani mu Paris azonya banga sende daki ogora dini ba.
Although sometimes it makes no sense to send more money from central government to the parishes when there's a lot more money still idle on the accounts.
Kino do exist send the kangovu baka yoku mani febor baka yoku dale irin adans baroro diko koro azene bazuti here.
So I would advise right now, Mr. Cow and your team, that work faster or harder to consume the money that's on the accounts, so that doesn't stay idle. And then you can have a voice to demand for more money to be sent here.
District Madotefi, Cow Nikene, send the Atiki Bamanda Gerko, Baba no two body came a soup send the Rakite, as if it about Dimutika Yuben.
So as we launch today, I hope that the few that are going to get the money today, and of course the 21,000 who are ready, are going to receive their funds right from now. The process for the program has to be rolled out.
Kini papa de ba no two body mazi, eki emuro send the su, and comes as you suku message ra.
So the challenge that the district has is to really prepare more people very fast. When you finish, more money will come. Okay? I was in a meeting one time where the Minister of Finance was, and he was really not happy that money has been sent to accounts and it's idle, and that government might be forced to borrow it at higher interest rates. So it means we are not doing our work. Let the money go. Let's send the money to the communities, to households, and let them work very fast. The rain is already here, so there's no reason why we should keep the money, on the sub accounts. It should be in the communities, and then you have a reason for asking for more money, or the balance which hasn't been given.
Kini send the 50 border, Bama to buy, Bama send the as in Gavina 50 people to Bama divinity to say. Mama present the call Bob even send the Amaze, Dika, and send the Febani Bendin.
So the challenge that we have, which I want to end with all of us who are implementing PDM, and which is the vision of the President, His Excellency the President, is that each household must earn 20 million shillings per year through PDM.
Asisile, Dilia Madri, President Yoweri Museveni, in my Gatama Aliari, Kini. Let them barrier a good year, Malia, my suing my million Kalira.
And this can happen. This can happen because we are not here to just reduce poverty. I think one of the speakers was saying we hope we are going to reduce poverty so much through PDM. But PDM is here to end poverty and subsistence living. Kene akake zingara ametoke yora asakuni be toni lu nya elio dro kuba mito elio sisi nene ba ka zingara million kaliza mito risura.
We are not here to play around with poverty and reduce it. We are here to end it. That's what I want to leave with you as a challenge.
Akake zingo kosi mito elio mivo revene de dora e ko ba angere ya.
PDM is the last mile strategy. It's not even a program, by the way. It's a strategy to mobilize all the resources and harmonize the resources in your parishes to ensure every program is working towards ending subsistence living in the communities.
Kina asisile PDM mudre adelu ngari adansilo poverty kan ko aliori sizo season ko. Ala tangware aliori ba ma dro. The government is still like Otita is Malia, Lonin, don't do the kid, the Kapamo, it's a kid, I'm a ticking wa, Parisia, it's also a singer, Parisia, or Tata, it is a Kumalia, Lezuka, Afofuma, Yazaruna, Tiki, a Fangi Sumalia.
This is going to take a lot of commitment.
A lot of
commitment.
The legislative as an
at all levels.
Powerful.
Political leadership and also technical leadership.
Politics even
as well as the household.
The household.
We must get committed to make sure that we push poverty out of our households. The chairman and RDC and the technical team. I think for the last time or for the first time in Uganda, keep poverty out of Uganda. And we can make it. With this beautiful strategy that we have. I mean, we've had a lot of people talk about operational funds, a lot of crime, but let's first align ourselves to the model. PDM is not here to even give more resources, but it's to align the resources we have to the strategy. First, then let's demand for more money after we've aligned it properly. But when we are still struggling to disburse the little money which is on the accounts, and then we're asking for more operational funds, nobody's going to take us serious. So for us, we stand in solidarity with you. As a secretariat, we are here today to support you, to become your voice at the highest level, but support us by demanding. And that demand is not going to be by talking, it's going to be by action. There are about 5 steps to end poverty in any situation, which I want to talk about briefly.
The
first one is to change the mindset of everyone to believe that we can end poverty. Poverty, I mean subsistence living in our country. That's part of the reason why we have mindset change as one of our pillars. If we don't believe in what we are doing, then we are not going to achieve it. After we've changed the mindset of everyone, not only the beneficiaries, but also us, the technocrats, the politicians at various levels, to believe that really we must end and we can, then we shall make it. The second step is to establish the right leadership. It's the leadership in place that makes things change. So a transformation starts from our heads, our minds as individuals, then it goes to around us through our leadership, because where there are challenges, you just know there's a leadership issue, including in households. If people are not doing things right, it means there's a problem with the leadership. So, at the national level, the president and the national policy committee have cast a vision, which is end poverty or let every home has 20 million shillings per year. And that's leadership. Visioning is for leadership. Leaders are the ones who give us visions.
Orobi dia mado be perele kangbaria akuela loli alurmalia mesusele gare million kalila ra.
And that's exactly the third step, which is the vision. If we don't have a vision, then people perish in poverty. Subsistence living.
Me orobi me obibi ile kangbaria mvuba angole ni kanko kumi from ngole na ko bumi dia yo me ngame na ovu aliomira maana.
So we have a target to meet. Once we've had a vision, the fourth step is to get committed to that vision. It doesn't mean that there will not be challenges. It means there will be challenges. But the power of the vision will propel us to make sure we work harder despite the challenges and hurdles. So after all this has happened, then we put whatever we've learned in action. When we work hard, that's the fifth step, which is action. So through all these steps, you can see we've had the leadership at all levels get committed. We've had the human infrastructure through establishment of committees, PDCs, and then we have circle structures. We have the parish committees in place. We have everyone. So what is left is for us to work very hard. It's action that we must take.
Baba PDC kidara, Baba enterprise group my leaders kidara, Sako leaders kidate, Odida kedete, Iridia Mai, Muzo Yondo, Mano Tiki Bago, Yetamalia.
So that human infrastructure is the one that creates the physical infrastructure we need. So there's no crying around. The physical infrastructure will mean the roads, the markets, the schools, everything that's required under PDM will be put in place as long as we have that those structures, the human structures, the committees in place that are going to plan and take necessary action at every level.
Infrastructure. You're in Zelabe and you and those is a school and one allergic pay or the don't look at the bell monakine or the manga zira.
So as we end, I would like to call upon the beneficiaries to come, the people who are going to represent everyone else, so that we declare the launch of the Pillar 3, the financial inclusion under PDM here, but also cautioning that Pillar 3 is not the only pillar, it's a rubricant. So we start working hard, but then we make sure that all these pillars are going to be working together to bring about the transformation we need. So we want to come,
representatives Imuso, etc. Roba Zikini, Lezo Nezo, Yozokini, Eyo DP Pela Nabe, Bano Veva, Kizo de Susa Mariada, or is it? I don't matter, Imuso, I don't know.
Yeah, the bank is assuring me that I've already sent money on your accounts. The ones who are here who are going to represent. If you received a message from the bank, please come. Just check your phones. Check your phones if you have. We want to testify that what we are talking about is doable and it's already in action. Anyone who has received a message on your phone? You have a phone? What have you got?
It's all of you. All of you come. You have received all of you.
Wow. Yes, she has received.
Those who send around.
So you're called Jessica? Your name is Jessica?
Her name is Jessica.
So can the RDC read this message? Just for us to prove that.
Jessica, isu sande alf turusu engazu jepsu banga PDM mapala. Leru Jessica has received 400,000 of the revolving fund from DFC Bank.
Wow. So you see, we are not telling lies. PDM has already started giving out loans or to the beneficiaries, and many others are going to do that. So congratulations, Jessica. What are you going to invest your loan in?
That is going to grow onions. She's going to grow onions.
You say Jessica's going to grow onions, and then for how long are you going to keep the loan?
That she's going to do it for 4 months. For the first season, 4 months. Then the second one is also 4 months up to December.
So is she going to borrow again 400 or later on she will borrow more than that?
That she will still continue with the fund rate.
So what's going to happen is that Jessica is going to pay back 400,000 in time, in 4 months, then she borrows again 400,000, and she's getting 400,000 because that's what her enterprise requires. So you don't have to get everybody 1 million because of the sake of getting 1 million. Get what you're able to pay back and then borrow again.
Okay. Santa mini do my don't come in a talk Ferrari say. And then look at the power of the Muslim million and Lodenico. You do minutes of Ferrari,
Yes, so it's a very interesting program, very exciting. And so we take this opportunity together with your leadership and the PDM Secretariat team to launch PRF in Maracha district today.
You can see Andrew PDM Mama send them out for Zach and by use Tizon Maracha district.
Yes, I want to thank the bank so much for giving us free accounts, and also they have promised they are going to give us 3% interest rate every month. So
you can see bank no ini account is on a mini at the Cocorose. Even the moment interest fair, bank moment interest fair, na turma ra.
I'm so happy when I heard the first time I was in one of the banks, which is Post Bank, Centenary Bank, where I visited today, and they told me that the money which is on the accounts has already fetched 5 million shillings in interest. So that is part of the seed money which is going to go still to the beneficiaries.
I constantly Muria Centenary Bank, Yadale check is also send them out with them with that year. If would issue centenary interest, PDM penny million taubo, but even the Kiriama sending it.
So we call upon other partners to come and join with us through this parish development model to make sure that the impact on the beneficiaries is faster, and then we pull through this vision of transforming our communities from predominantly subsistence to higher income communities. We thank you so much and wish you all the best as you start the journey for using the revolving funds. God bless you. From government, and they have the responsibility to pay it back. So that's my observation that I can give concerning PRF in this region. Yes.
So there has been the issue to do with the money that one is supposed to receive. There are people who are saying that a beneficiary is supposed to get 1 million. Is it like that, or it is a different case?
The message that every beneficiary must get 1 million is not right, but it's up to 1 million for the first cycle especially. And that has been demonstrated properly here. We've seen some enterprises and households where people have requested for 200,000, 500,000, others 1 million, depending on their enterprises and what they want to do. So it's not a uniform figure for everyone. It depends on ability to invest and also what kind of enterprises they're going to invest in. And secondly, what has pleased me about the people here in Maracha is that they are willing to borrow for a particular period, maybe 4 months. One lady was saying that she wants to invest it in onions, pays back in 4 months, and she borrows again. And that's the spirit that we want to encourage people to have. So if you add that for a whole year, if she does it every 4 months, it means within a year she's going to have 1 million, and yet, manageable portions when she can pay back and then borrow again. So it all depends on what people are going to do, the enterprises, and the ability to pay back. Yes.
Now, madam, maybe you can put for us a clarification. Like from the event here, if you take the speech of all the speakers and even including the president, all their speech appears more to be of a caution, whereby they are going to deal with whoever handles the money. So I don't know if that one can.
Yes, we are cautioning everyone. Really, this is not a grant, it's a loan. And so people must take responsibility of the money for government and pay it back, because the logic is this money must revolve over a period of time so that many other people can receive it. If people got it and didn't pay back, then it will stop being a revolving loan, revolving fund. So it's a revolving, it needs to grow, the capital needs to grow, so that in each parish, the money can keep on growing. And the interest on that money is just 6% per annum. I mean per loan, for the whole loan period, which is up to 3 years, but people are willing to pay for a shorter period so that they can borrow more. And we encourage that a lot.
So have you people learned any lesson like from the previous projects like in New York and the others?
No, definitely the lessons that we've learned in PDM is that PDM is a strategy. It's not just a program or project. It's a strategy for socio-economic transformation of the 39% households who have been held into subsistence production. So lessons were learned. That's why PDM was brought on board, and which is a multi-sectoral kind of approach, which has never happened with other programs. But secondly, it allows other projects or programs to work together. Okay, there's a convergence of government and non-governmental resources together with the resources of the people in the parish to bring about the socio-economic change faster than if you just implement a program without having all these structures in place. But here is a framework of action where both government and non-governmental organizations, private sector, the banks, the insurance, everybody is working towards having resources in the parish work out for the people.
So you are now assuring the country that we should expect success after here, but not quite elephant.
Pardon?
You are now assuring the country that we are expecting success after.
Definitely, with this beautiful strategy, you can't expect failure. We must succeed. We must succeed. Even those who are so pessimistic must change their mind and make sure that the PDM succeeds. We must succeed. There's no anything that stops that.
Okay.
It's a must. We must succeed.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Your name once again.
My name is Irene Mwanguzi. I'm the enterprise specialist. Now, when we talk about enterprise development specialist, we don't mean the 7 enterprises. We mean the enterprise, the strategy, the business of the PDM. It must succeed. Yes.